What's going on, guys? Hope y'all are doing fantastic today. As you see, we have a bit of a different setting. I am, for the next week, going to be dog sitting and house sitting, so no fragrance collection. I hate going without all of my bottles. But no need to fear, because I did bring some fragrances with me. In today's episode, I'm going to be going over 5 designer fragrances that I will be rocking this fall. So stay tuned. Let's talk about these 5 designer fragrances that are going to keep me smelling great and keep me feeling warm this fall. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the show all about boosting your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. All right, so yeah, this is different. A whole new change of scenery, which the scenery is just white. So I decided, hey, I'm just gonna match the wall. Actually, I didn't really think about it. I just found a nice room in where I'm staying for the next week and decided to set up shop. It is weird though, going without all my fragrances. I miss them already, but I'm not even that far from home. I just want to take a quick second, guys, and just thank everybody for coming out and staying up late and joining us for our first Fragrance Family Live Q&A. The live stream was awesome. Sorry about the technical difficulties, like starting right up. I'm new to this. It's my first live stream, so thank you for bearing with me. And thank you so much for all of you who joined. It was so awesome getting to know you. I hope that you feel like you got to know me a little bit better. Thank you so much for the continued love and support, and don't you worry, we will be doing another one. But did anybody else feel like it was like speed dating? I mean, I was like, oh my God, like so many questions coming at me. I kind of felt like, oh, so your name is Gina? No, it's Gina. What's up? I mean, it was awesome. I'm sorry if there was questions that I did not get to, guys. I was trying to get everybody, but man, they were flying at me. But next time, I will do my best to answer every question out there. So anybody who got missed, any questions that got missed, I do apologize. Just do me a favor. Any questions that you have for me yesterday, if I didn't get to them, leave them in the comments down below. I would be happy to answer them for you. All right, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into today's. Let me know when your whole life goes up in smoke. Means it's time for a promotion. Whiffs and sniffs. So I've got a couple OG fragrances in here. I'm gonna do all these fragrances. There's 5 of them. I'm gonna do them by year that they were made. And the first one on my list was created in 2012. And it's Viktor & Rolf Spicebomb. The OG. Man, this is my favorite out of the entire Spicebomb line. Though I love Night Vision Eau de Parfum, I love Extreme, the OG is my go-to. It is my favorite from the house. Why? Because it started it all. Olivier Pols was the nose on this, and he did a fantastic job of creating this nice, fresh, warm, spicy, sweet, beautiful, fresh fragrance that's perfect for the fall and the winter. This fragrance starts out with this amazing, nice, beautiful citrus of bergamot and grapefruit. You get some pink pepper in there and some nice, beautiful resins coming from elemi. So it starts off with a nice warmth, though has enough freshness to get things going. Then once you start getting into the heart notes, that's when the spices really start taking hold. You're gonna get cinnamon and saffron and this nice paprika. Once you start getting into the full dry down, those base notes take hold, make their stand, you're gonna get tobacco and leather. And I love the way this fragrance makes me feel. Now this is an older bottle that I have. I've had this since 2014. If you haven't tried the original Spicebomb, I highly suggest checking it out. It's warm, it's spicy, and it's great in the cooler weather. If you rock it with confidence, it'll get you noticed. This is a beautiful fragrance, and Viktor & Rolf did a fantastic job with this and has created so many awesome flankers as well. But for me, I'll be rocking the OG. Of course, I'll be rocking Night Vision and Extreme, but this one, yeah, this will get more wear than all the rest. It's tried and true. Check it out, Spicebomb, OG. This next fragrance was created in 2014 by Francois Demachy, and is based around one of the most iconic DNAs from the 80s, and it's Dior Fahrenheit Le Parfum. I freaking love this fragrance, and I'm so glad to start wearing it again. I've loved wearing this in the cooler months. The original Fahrenheit is known for that gasoline or petrol smell coming right off the top. But what Francois did with the Le Parfum is he added this awesome suede accord and some licorice, though I don't get a whole lot of licorice. That suede is nice and supple. It's a beautiful suede note, though you still get that violet leaf, and there's a little bit of that benzene in there, but not a whole lot. There's also this really nice rum that's actually complemented very well with one of the top notes, and that's going to be coming from mandarin, but that mandarin really is just there to kind of start things off. Deep in the heart of Le Parfum is when you start getting into that booziness and that beautiful warming character that this fragrance is known for. Not only is it warming, you get some nice spiciness coming in from coriander and cumin. I absolutely adore this fragrance, and I've always been a fan of Dior Fahrenheit. It's an icon. It always will be. They did something. They kind of changed the way that fragrances were going when Fahrenheit came out. That is also what I love about the Le Parfum. Though it still has that Fahrenheit DNA, they just made it a little bit more smooth, a little bit more warm, comforting, and beautiful for the fall and winter. And if you haven't got your nose on it yet, it's definitely worth a whiff and sniff. So check out Dior Fahrenheit Le Parfum. This next fragrance was created in 2015, again by Olivia Kolsch. And what Olivia did again is create an iconic fragrance. A fragrance that we all know about. It's definitely hyped, but it's worth the hype in my opinion. But it also will probably fall on everybody's fall fragrance list. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Dolce Gabbana The One. I picked the Eau de Parfum. It starts out with this really nice grapefruit and coriander, so you get a little bit of like a nice spicy herbaceousness right up top. And it's not a very bright citrus. It's not a bright grapefruit. It's more it's got some depth. It's a little bit darker than your normal grapefruit accords. Quickly after the initial first rip, you're gonna start getting a little bit of this basil and then this beautiful ginger. And then the cardamom comes flowing in, adding some nice sweetness, some spiciness. And it just creates this beautiful, immaculate fragrance that The One is. And then my favorite part, once it starts fully drying down, tobacco becomes a huge player in it. You get this nice resinous, sweet amber. And just to round out the sweetness and the complexity that is The One, cedar comes rolling in. It's a beautiful fragrance, and it deserves the hype. It's been around for some time now, and yeah, they keep pushing out flanker after flanker, but the one that I'll be wearing is the Eau de Parfum. If you've been hiding under a rock and haven't heard of Dolce & Gabbana The One, I highly suggest checking it out. And definitely check out the Eau de Toilette or the Eau de Parfum. Both are fantastic. This one's just a little bit more round, polished, smooth around the edges. This next fragrance was created in 2018 by Daniela Andrié, and it's the 7th edition to the Prada Luna Rossa line, and it's Luna Rossa Black. I was asked yesterday in my live stream about patchouli fragrances, and this completely slipped my mind. And I was gonna do a review on it today. I don't know how it slipped my mind, but Prada Luna Rossa Black. It has this amazing patchouli. But it starts out with bergamot. It really just, it's citrus right off the initial blast, but quickly, very quickly into it. You start getting this really nice kind of sweet and rooty angelica. And angelica is such an interesting fragrance note. And it's got this really peculiar smell to it. But when it's done properly in fragrances like it is in Luna Rossa Black, it's got this nice sweet greenness to it. It's kind of rooty, a little earthy. And Daniela did a beautiful job of blending the angelica with the patchouli. It's fantastic. It also has this really nice blend of sweet resinous amber, and then you're gonna get what I find a combination of kind of dark and light musks. Because even though it's fresh, it's warm. It's dark, but it's bright all at the same time. This is an amazing fragrance. Try layering it on top of Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. Don't take my word for it, just try it. It's really stinking good. Out of the entire Prada Luna Rossa line, this is my favorite to rock in the fall and the winter. It's perfect for date nights. It's perfect for daytime wear as well, especially when the weather starts getting cool. If you're looking for a great choice from the Prada Luna Rossa line for this fall and winter, check out Luna Rossa Black. Last but not least, and brand new to 2021, a fragrance that I wasn't very sure of when I first got it. But now that fall's here and I know winter is coming, this is a fragrance that I'm actually getting excited to wear. And it comes from the house of Azzaro, and it's the most wanted. Not the most unique fragrance, not the most intriguing fragrance that I've ever smelled. But I will say it is different and unique for the Azzaro line. Now, Wanted by Night is still my favorite, and I believe it's gonna continue being my favorite. But this one actually deserves a whiff and sniff. Though it is sweet and spicy and a little bit woody, this is a fragrance with not a whole lot of characteristics. It doesn't have a whole lot of ingredients going on in it. It's got cardamom and toffee and amberwood. No citruses, no florals going on. Though I do believe there to be other spices other than just cardamom. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of coriander, just a little bit of pepper. Now the sweetness definitely is coming from the toffee, but for me, I get more caramel sweetness. It is a very sweet fragrance. It is very loud as well, and I think it will do a fantastic job fantastic job in the cold weather. Not only will this fragrance, if you spray too much, fill a room, I believe it will fill up the entire outside if you spray too much. It's a loud fragrance. I'm excited to start wearing this. If you're looking for something spicy, sweet, that projects quite heavily in the first couple hours and also has decent longevity, I think this is going to be a good avenue to go. It's popping up at discounters, so you can get it for a stinking good price. And since it's still a new release, you can hit up your department store, ask for a decant, check it out, sample it, test drive it, see what you think. For a fragrance that I wasn't sure of, I'm actually looking forward to wearing the most, guys. 5 designer fragrances that I look forward to rocking this fall. I mean, it's right around the corner. Just like you gotta layer up in the fall and winter, it's time to start wearing those fragrances that have a lot of layers, that have a lot of depth, that keep you warm and smelling great. So that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, do me a favor, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.